It's likely that you will approach your Christianity from one of two perspectives: performance based Christianity or relationship based Christianity. The difference between the two is vast. I've compiled a short list of the attributes of both, but I'm sure, guarantee there's more. However, you get to hear my short list. It took me less than 10 minutes to come up with. Why? How do I know? Because I've done it both ways. And I know which one is the right way. And here's your first clue: it's not performance-based Christianity. You might think it is, because you might be like me when I was young, and I was convinced that it was, so I lived in performance-based Christianity for 30 years, and, well, it almost killed me, literally. Then I discovered relationship-based faith with Yeshua himself, actually living in a real relationship with him. Saved my life, revolutionized my mind and my thinking, and it's currently radically revolutionizing my life. Not overnight, doesn't happen overnight. It's like he told me, he said, you didn't get into this mess overnight, you won't get out overnight. It takes time to process, but it's happening. So, here's a short list of the differences between the two. And performance-based Christianity, you're the foundation. In relationship-based Christianity, he's the foundation. In performance-based Christianity, you provide the strength. In relationship-based Christianity, he provides the strength. And I know who's stronger. In performance-based Christianity, you provide the wisdom. In relationship-based Christianity, he provides the wisdom. He is the wisdom. It says in 1 Corinthians, he is wisdom from God. Not just that he provides wisdom, but he is wisdom from God. That's the difference between Old Testament wisdom and New Testament wisdom. He's it. In performance-based Christianity, you come up with your own righteousness. In relationship-based Christianity, he provides the righteousness. And we know whose righteousness is real and whose is not. His is, ours isn't. There's no comparison between the two. In performance-based Christianity, you're motivated by fear. Got to get it right or else. Ask me how I know. In relationship-based Christianity, you're motivated by love. Why? Because you're in a relationship with the ultimate being who is love, and he can't do anything except love. Even when he rebukes and corrects and disciplines, it's all out of love. Those are all components of love, and he gives them as parts of love. Just like he gives comfort and direction and healing and wisdom and peace and rest and grace and all those other things as well, because they're all components of love. In performance-based Christianity, it produces pride. Ask me how I know. In relationship-based Christianity, it produces more love for him, and then for yourself as you witness him loving you and you imitate him. Treat yourself well. And then for others, as you witness him loving you and loving others, as you observe him inside of that relationship, so you imitate him. In performance-based Christianity, it's based on self, because where's God? He's way off there somewhere. And you better get it right, because that's what he expects of you. Of you. In relationship-based Christianity, is based on trust because you're in an all the time, real, authentic, present relationship with one who is completely worthy of your trust. In performance-based Christianity, it functions on hard work. In relationship-based Christianity, it functions on obedience to his voice. Not just the words in the Bible, but his literal voice that you hear, like he said 3 times in John 10 that we would hear. My sheep know my voice. Right? He said it 3 times in John 10. We're supposed to be hearing his voice. Right? Not to mention that Paul told us to hold fast to Christ, who is the head. Right? Simple devotion to Christ, 2 Corinthians 3. Walk in Christ, live in Christ, keep our eyes on Christ. All those things that Paul said in all his epistles, right? Holding fast to Christ, who is the head, right? Abiding in him. Jesus said, abide in him. Apart from him, you can do nothing, right? It's all about him. Which way do you want to go? And a word to younger people, because the temptation to go to the performance-based Christianity is strong, I understand. I got sucked into it for 3 decades. Nobody was able to talk me out of it either. Almost destroyed me. Because you're not that good. You are that valuable, and you are that loved, and you are that of infinite worth to him. But we're made in God's image, not his capacity. Your value is not equated with your ability. Your value is equated with who you are in his eyes, as his creation and as his child. Right? Your capacity is limited because you're human. So you have to be living with him whose capacity is not limited in any way. Relationship. Thanks, and have a great day.